Hi everybody, it's Diane coming to you from probably in the hundreds. So with the heat index, we're probably close to 110 probably. I'm getting a little glare, so I'm going to put these up. Anyway, Diane, Texas, and Dashboard Confessional. Elvis is in the building. Elvis almost was not in the building. I was trying to get it together to go to the quilt store, and I'm really tired. I only slept about 3 hours and just couldn't get it together quick enough. And it's like, I called them, they're open tomorrow, and it's not a quilting emergency. I'm going to tap this just to see if it can get a little bit lighter. I don't know. I guess this is about as good as it's gonna get. My arm's gonna fall off. Anyway, not a whole lot of exciting things to be coming to you, but it's been 5-6 days since I've done a new video, and that's probably because I've been in my house for 5 or 6 days. Now, that's not to say I haven't been doing anything. I had belly dancing class via Facebook Live last night, and lo and behold, the hula class made. And I had tried it once before when I was going through all the studio has different test outs, and it's very well planned out curriculum, if I can say that. And then you do zills, you have to do certain moves, certain dances, you have to perform in a group for a certain length of time, you have to do solos, just a whole onslaught of things to do. To go from beginner is absolutely beginner, and I think it's for 5 months. It's been so long since I actually did that. Now I am also I'm doing the beginners class just because I like doing the drills, and they're teaching the moves, so I get to do the moves over and over again. So all good, and the choreography is clicking in this old brain. But anyway, hula, you know, I really didn't think with COVID it would make, and lo and behold, I checked it out, and it actually made last month. So talked to the teacher via IM, and she said that I wouldn't have any trouble picking up the steps. So I do have a hula Tahitian dance DVD that I'm going to rest my arm over here, sorry for the movement, that I may get out just to get my body used to doing the hula, because it's totally different from belly dancing. And this belly dancing is a lot of group performances, and coming from high school drill team, being an Apache Bell, obviously I like doing group dances, and it just was, at my age, it was perfect. And I like to learn choreography, and I went from trying to get some light. I went from beginners belly dancing to advanced beginners to level 2, advanced 2, and then advanced 3. And I don't know if it's just because of the stress I've been under, or work when I was doing it, or age, maybe the brain's not going there. The choreography, you know, I wanted the love of dance. And so when I went back, you know, every year they do a main, it's called Yahala Y'all, and all the major icons of belly dancing from all over the world have been instructors there and performed. And it's held here in Grapevine and by my studio. in my dancer name. You have a dancer name, and I am so thankful to, you know who you are, the studio, for allowing my name to stick. You know, you can submit various names. You gotta imagine how many dancer names there are, because I am late to the party. And that was 10 years ago or more. 2007, 8. Anyway, I can still use my dancer name, and the way they do it, it's like if you got it on up and you were really good, and you can be part of the professional company. And I like the cultural dance aspect also, and I'm going to be able to do that. There's only one dance I love doing in the cultural dance, and that's, I'm going to say it wrong, this is the Texas version, but it's called the Collegiate. And if you look at my Facebook video, you're going to look at it and think, what in the world is Diane wearing? Well, I'm wearing a wig. When I performed, I did wear wigs. And the Collegiate is actually from, it's a Middle Eastern dance, and it was a women's party. And it is, the women got together, and they would wear their finery, and they would wear topes. They would put it over their clothes, and it has large armholes, and you hold it out. It's almost like a kimono, but that's really big and highly, you know, there's all kinds of decorative stitching on it. And I have a chartreuse, fuchsia, orange, and one more. I don't know if it's blue. I think it is blue. And probably the only one that really somewhat works for the incredible shrinking me is the green one. So if I get back doing it, performing, and someone needs to use one of the longer taupes, you know, I'll be willing to. They're not cheap. I'll tell you, I'm glad I've already invested in them now that I'm not working. But anyway, to get back to my point, there's a video in my Facebook, Diane Rivera, and you can send me a friend request, and it's not on Instagram, and it's not on my YouTube channel, but it's me doing, I think, a 2-minute solo, and it was part of the test out probably to get up to Advanced 3. And sorry, my arms are just going to sleep on me. But it's what I'm trying to say or describe. You're just gonna have to go see the video, and maybe I'll upload it to the YouTube channel. But it's me doing the Collegiate dance by myself. Anyway, the women get together, they have long, beautiful hair, they wore pearls, and you know I love my pearls. They would wear their finery because they were trying to find women, eligible young women, for their children, for their sons. And so everyone was there showing how affluent they were and their beauty, and it would be, they would get up and dance, the girls would dance. And what is so wonderful when you're doing this dance, and I did get to dance with the cultural dance team. The professionals were dancing at the state fair, and we did the Collegiate. And I mean, once in a lifetime, you know, maybe Apache Bells, we did that, but it was once in a lifetime opportunity. And I was there in my lime green taupe and with my wig, and actually I have pictures on my Facebook from wearing that green taupe, and I think I do have some from the state fair. Anyway, what I'm getting to, when you look at the pictures, as you twirl, there's lots of twirling, and you know I love twirling. I love tutus, I love twirling, and so Texas twirling tutus. I've been boxed up way too long by myself. Anyway, the armholes are really long, and when you're doing it, it captures the air and it kind of bellows like a Chinese lantern, and you just dance around and it swirls, and it just, I would go do belly dancing just to do collegiate every time. I mean, that is, if there were past lives, maybe I was a woman back there doing the dance, because it is just, I love that dance. I love it, love it, love it. And you can also search it on YouTube. There's different people performing at haflas or competitions. But anyway, you wear your long hair. And of course, you know, I didn't have long hair, so I had long hair wigs. And I'm not a gold person, but all the decorative stitching on it is gold. So I had gold satin pants, bloomers underneath, and a gold top, because the armholes, of course, you're going to see right, you know, what outfit you have on, and it's got to be matching. And with the wig, and I think we even wore necklaces. But what I'm getting to is, part of the dance is you swirl your head and your hair and just show it off. And you know, my neck's not that great, so I don't know how much twirling my hair I could do, but anyway, it's just a beautiful dance. Beautiful, beautiful dance. And the belly dance studio that I go to, they do a lot of prior to COVID, and I'm sure it'll get back to normal, but my belly dance instructor is an icon in the industry. She is got the biggest heart. She's been doing it for so long. She was a professional long before a lot of these people were. Anyway, she is beautiful, and she just passes on. She has just a heart for teaching and for belly dance. And they do a magazine. She does this huge yahala, which is, you can imagine getting these world-renowned belly dancers to come and teach over there's competitions, and there's drumming classes. And I mean, if you did any type of research on belly dancing, you would see the names that have been instructors there are the top-notch people. And my instructor is an icon. So I feel very blessed to have landed in that studio, and it had such a defined program. And you know, I like to achieve. You know, I was a lieutenant on the art drill team. I went and tried out for Apache Bells, got on the special team that got to go down to the Super Bowl early to perform at the celebrities party festivities. And so you know what I do, you know, I'm going to give my whole heart. And when I was going through the steps of moving up the ladder, that was my focus: work, my family, and belly dancing. And actually, it just came to my mind, I paid for both Robin and Jennifer at different times to go take beginners belly dancing. And I don't think Robin ever graduated, but Jennifer did. And Jennifer, you know, she's a performer, and she was a gymnast. She won 2 state championships, got vetted for pre-Olympics. She was on a competitive cheer squad that she wanted to win nationals, and she got on a squad, and they, by gosh, won nationals. And so that girl can perform, and she rocked it. I mean, my girls did not fall far from the tree, I tell you. And anyway, they didn't continue like I did, but I wanted them to have, as an adult, if they wanted to have some fun and do it, you know, I was gonna, you know, get them the equipment, the belly dance scarves, the what they would need to perform, and that's what mamas do. Anyway, so I'm back at belly dancing. I have not been in the studio, and if you're not aware, Texas is like a hotbed of the virus, and our governor has made a mandate statewide. He was giving recommendations to mayors, but masks are required. It's not just recommended anymore in public places. There are some exceptions. I do have my mask in my purse, because every day it's just getting bigger. And I know there's still people out there that are doubters, but Sister Belle, or Belle Gold's former Apache Bells, her husband is deathly ill. He's on an incubator, if that's the correct term, and she's older than I am, probably by 10 years, and he's fighting for his life. And Robin has a household 2 doors down that has, tested positive and haven't. So it is real. So anyway, going back to my original thought, I was trying to get myself ready, and I found, when you're home and you're doing belly dancing and you're getting up and my sleeping is so erratic, and you can see the circles under my eyes. Anyway, I'm wearing yoga pants and t-shirts, and sometimes not even, most of the time, I don't even bother to put a bra on, because it's just me and Lucy. So, and I'm not going anywhere to pick up the mail or anything. So it's like I found a dress that it was too big, and I thought of a way to pull it on the sides about 4 inches, so with the little pearl, real shell pearl buttons, and tack it to get it to be more fitted. And it was okay. And I've got on, you can kind of see, this is not it. It's actually underneath this. And I love my Tina Givens, and I haven't gotten up the fortitude. People are going to be passing here in a second, so I'm going to wait. Okay. They're probably thinking, who is that crazy woman? Anyway, I just started looking at what I had. And, I go to resale shops, and this thing, and you can't see it. It's huge and lacy, kind of like a taupe. But I thought, I'm going to try it over it. Who knows? And by golly, it's not perfect, but it's me. It's awesome. Not that I'm awesome. The outfit's awesome. So I've got on my floral Converse, my white kind of cream lace trimmed capri tights, and this fluffy thing. And anyway, I got dressed, and as I told you, quilt shop was going to be closed, and they're going to be open tomorrow till 3. And it's like, I need to go pick up a prescription, but I have the medicine that will get me through tonight. And it's like, do I just have the energy to go do this? And I thought, heck, I'm all dressed. I was going to videotape this. It's like, I'm not looking great, but I'm looking, somewhat presentable. I've got on my, me. I'm like those collegiate women, liking my pearls, and more is better in my world. And here's my baby rattle, silver sterling. You know me, I just throw it all together. But so I thought, I'm gonna, I can't go to the quilt shop. I'm dressed. I'm sitting in the parking lot. I hadn't even left. Hopefully the shop I'm going to run in real quick is going to be open. I think they're normally open till 8. and then go to Walmart and catch the pharmacy, and pick up my weekly groceries. So, anyway, so I'm out here doing the video because I got dressed. Okay, that is legit. I try to be authentic. This is, it's like, heck, if I just have to go sit in the car and do a video and not even go anywhere. But I am actually gonna head out here in a second. I'll close with one story, and you know me, something else might pop in my brain. I've been chatting with my sister a lot, and Camden, who is my great niece, I think great niece, yeah, she would be my great niece. Anyway, she loves family history. I think she's a subscriber, and please like and subscribe. The likes help it pop up in other people's feeds. The subscribers make me feel better. I'm not looking for doing any advertising, but it's really disheartening every time you do a video and you lose 2 to 3 to 5 subscribers. But as I've said in the past, it's funky. I can hit subscribe, I watch a video, and I'm not subscribed anymore. So if you just do me a favor, that's all I ask, is get your friends maybe to subscribe, like. Just does my heart good. What can I say? Anyway, I was talking to my sister, and we were talking about family history and funny stories from growing up, and she's got a memory like a steel trap. My mom could remember everything. She could remember things that people did to me that, you know, if I was going to go back to somebody I was dating, and, you know, she would say, oh, but don't you remember this, and this, and no, I didn't, but she did. Tracy can remember so much. Now, I've been filling in some gaps for her, so, but she is a keeper, and I think by talking about them, the family history, it starts bringing back more, and she's getting signs from my dad. He's in heaven. And I actually had a dream with him in it a couple times. And his birthday is on the 9th of this month. So happy birthday, Dad, up in heaven. I don't know if he's trying to get our attention to, because something's going to happen bad, or he's just here to let us know he's watching and it's, you know, his birthday. But normally I don't dream about people, and you know, it's where you're almost waking up and you think, I'm having a dream and this person's in it, and I can't really, I mean, he wasn't a major player, it wasn't, you know, anything dramatic or anything, but he showed up in a dream. So anyway, we were talking about, maybe we were talking about that, but I was talking about, we used to go on camping trips with the pop-up Nimrod, and we are a family of 5, and we were talking about, I love the little, it's hard to find, the craft box seasoning, and it comes with spaghetti. I never use that spaghetti in the box because it's too thin. Has a little package of Parmesan. You know, we add ground beef. Yes, I am a beef eater. And I said, how in the world did that ever feed our family? You know, my dad, a family of 5, it just astounds me that it did. But my mom, what I realized is she probably would take a very small portion. And I don't know if it was to make it extend, you know, so everybody else could have it. She does like her vegetables. I'm acting like she's still here on Earth, but anyway, we were talking about that. Then I said something about the camping trips, and you know, long hours in the car, and you know, we didn't have any DVDs, movies. You know, we were doing the bingo or look for license plates, you know, stuff we made up in the car trying to entertain ourselves. And I don't even remember the radio being on, so man, it must have been hell on earth is all I gotta say. Driving to New Mexico, to Colorado, but we were camping in Red River, and I believe it's in or in New Mexico, and there's bears, and bears came around our tent. Well, it's an emerald, but it's not like a airstream where you're totally protected. I mean, a bear could totally rip it apart. Anyway, we were talking about the trout that was just right there. It was just gorgeous once you got there. Anyway, and I don't know how they ever packed enough food in a Coleman, icebox thingy. I don't know how we did it, but we did road trips, and it was good getting out of town, and we had fun. We saw lots of places. We went to the Pueblo Indians, with the wall, adobe wall, Pueblo, that's it. We went to the Sandia Mountains. We went to Colorado in the mountains, and boy, we would just hope that the car would make it up with, pulling that Nimrod behind us, and 5 people in the car. Anyway, old style road trips. Anybody else remember those? And you got your lunch meat and bread, and we were living large. What can I say? Anyway, we're talking about just memories, and I said, yeah, that one trip where Dad was off fishing. This is what I remembered. This was my version I remembered, and that Dad was off fishing by himself and had taken the fishing pole and gonna cast, and got the fishing hook hooked in his back, and he had to make his way back to camp to get my mom to cut it out. I mean, that's how I remembered it. And Tracy said, Diane, you have got that wrong. I'm like, what? And she said, yes. She said, no, I was fishing with Dad. I'm like, you were fishing with Dad? Dad used to scare her too. So I'm surprised she was off anywhere with Dad. I mean, she didn't get the special rage that I did, but she got a little bit of it. But anyway, she was off fishing with Dad. Sorry to get off topic. She actually cast her pole, and it was her fish hook that went in Dad's back. And I'm like rolling laughing. It's like, here in my mind, I have this story down straight, and I totally don't. And so anyway, as we talk, we remember more and more things, but it's so fun remembering. We were like the Beaver Cleavers. We lived in a neighborhood in Richardson, went to the same elementary. We went to one junior high that was a little too fast for me, but we had an opportunity to apply to go to a brand new one for my 8th and 9th year, and actually did that. Went to Westwood for 2 years. The bad thing about that, junior high got split in two, and half of us went to Pierce and the other half went to Richardson. So those are still some very strong friendships that I have are from junior high. But hardly anybody's moms worked. We lived in the same house. We had the run of the neighborhood. It was like Beaver Cleaverland, except Mom didn't wear pearls and a little 50s dress. But I mean, we'd come home from school and there was, like cinnamon sticks, leftover pastry where you put some butter and cinnamon sugar and you put it under the broiler. Oh my gosh, homemade pastry. My mom started off her marriage where she didn't know a thing but maybe biscuits, and she was quite a cook, and I think I told you she wrote a cookbook. And anyway, it's in her cookbook. She has memories for some of the recipes, so I need to go back. That will probably trigger more, but I think I'm going rambling on here well into almost 25 minutes maybe. So you've had enough of me, I'm sure, but feel assured that I'm going to put my mask when I go around people. And anyway, I just had to come do the video since I was already dressed up, and I'm just sorry you can't see the full outfit because it's kind of cute. What can I say? Anyway, sending peace and love to all the people in America. Happy 4th of July. It's going to be, one will remember that, you know, there's so many events that happen on 4th of July weekend that aren't going to happen. So, and when we were little, we used to go to the stadium, the high school stadium, and they would do fireworks. I was such a scaredy cat. I think it's just because I'm an empath. And at a young age, I was just so sensitive. But we were so close to where they were shooting them off, sometimes we would sit out on the grounds outside of the stadium, you know, on a blanket. And the embers would fall down on us, and it's like, scared the, you know what, out of me. Anyway, I'm just a sensitive soul, guys. Anyway, love you all. Thank you for watching from the bottom of my heart. If you like and subscribe, I just love you even more. And hoping everyone's family are well, and if not, that they get well quickly, and your pets. And happy 4th of July to everyone. And it's going to be peace out for now. Bye.